Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, May 21st, 2023 at 3:01 p.m. Well, maybe my body and my mind were still catching up on lost sleep from being sleep deprived earlier this week. And another thing, the those sea vegetable flakes that I put in the tuna, um that probably helped me sleep too. And sometimes tuna itself, I think, can help you sleep. So so I didn't even realize. I guess tuna is one of the foods that can help you sleep. They say salmon supposedly can help you sleep too. So maybe the combination of the tuna and the sea vegetables flakes help me to sleep. So I I was supposed to have gone to bed right after the video, but last night my anxiety was high. Um, Two more people that's supposed to be part of the TI community on TikTok got hateful and unfollowed me. And then somebody mentioned to me in the DMs, direct message. She seemed like she was frustrated with me and telling me to, ignore the perps. But and that all three of those things, well, no, I'll say two people unfollowing me, and then one person acting like she's frustrated with me and yelling at me, telling me to ignore the perps. Excuse me, like she's frustrated with me. So those ladies that I had the issue with about a week, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before. The one that's supposed to be Christian and quoting all those Bible scriptures, she had, I don't know if it was her or the messy homeless perp. I don't even know if they said anything about me, because now, ever since I had the issue with those two ladies, I ended up losing, so-called narcissistic abuse victim and TI community followers on TikTok left and right. Even though I'm gaining more followers, but losing. If we suppose, like y'all say, TIs need to stick together. So it made me really sad and upset, But it's like, wow, I just started to gain a little support from a whole new face or a whole new set of different people on TikTok. I thought that would be a new safe haven, but I guess not. So it's like they had this one girl, if the one who DM'd me last night telling me to ignore the perps. Well, why are you speaking about the gang stalking and human trafficking? And why do you show videos of the one headlight? If why are you showing videos of perps with one headlight if you tell me to ignore you hypocritically tell me to ignore everything that they do, but then you encouraging everybody else? And that's why I feel like when people tell me ignore, that's triggering for me, because you don't tell other TIs to ignore. Plus, this thing is big. Don't freaking tell people to ignore trafficking. Y'all dumb. And then, if I block your account for telling me ignore the perks, because I feel like you telling me ignore and it's triggering for me, I feel like you're perping me by telling me that, knowing I don't like to be told that. But y'all encouraging other so-called targets, y'all encourage them to gather evidence and keep documenting. But I'm the only one that gets singled out and told to shut up and ignore. I have the whole entire TI community against me. Y'all all huddle together and block me or first to unfollow, while y'all saying TIs need to stick together. You tell me to ignore the perps, but then you falsely say Candy's a perp and she don't even have real evidence, or she doesn't have, or that she's not a credible source. So, y'all say all that about me, while y'all tell everybody else, keep documenting. And then y'all talk about, we're gonna get this targeted justice lawsuit, or we're gonna write letters to Congress about this program, or y'all talk about how y'all gonna you talk about lawsuits, or you talk about y'all be talking about the going all the way to the UN. But I'm tired of y'all trying to force me to muzzle myself. And y'all say y'all targeted, and you want me to shut up and ignore the perps, or don't worry about the stuff that they're doing. If I could ignore the perps, then let me walk back up in Bodacious or Everman and do what the hell I want. No, I would be locked up and put in jail for I don't know how long. Because it's the perp tactic for them to have me wrongfully banned forever. They're sitting here cheating people out of their food or poisoning people's food, double charging people. And you will, if all that, so it's like your targeting must not be that bad, or you must not be targeted to tell somebody shut up and ignore. So, but they're the ones who tell me to shut up and ignore. They're the first to huddle together, and they block and ignore me, and make false smear campaigns that I'm a perp, or that I'm not a real TI. And I'm fucking frustrated with it. So I'm really sick and tired of it. I'm tired of everybody I'm sitting here, I'm hypersensitive, I'm disabled. My mind does not operate the same way that y'all minds operate. And they're insensitive and closed-minded, too insensitive and closed-minded to be understanding about somebody having a hypersensitive disability. So I think they had a couple of people try to tell me to shut up and ignore, or try to tell me to ignore, and then you say it like you're frustrated, like you're aggravated with me, or like my videos get on your nerves, and then you keep telling me multiple times as a way to try to control me, or you yell at me multiple times like as if you're mad that you can't get the control that you want out of me. And some people just fake, and they quietly and silently pull away and unfollow, and feel like, oh, she full of too much drama, or she doing too much, or she being extra. But So yeah. So I never heard of you being told to ignore destruction. To ignore, if you say gang stalking is human trafficking, as I said, if it's a single isolated incident, y'all encourage people to go to the law and try to get some justice. But when it's multiple people doing it, y'all making like it ain't, like as if gang stalking is not that dangerous, or like it should be just taken lightly. So I think I ended up falling asleep or going to bed sometime after 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was disappointed and upset because I really wanted to go to bed earlier, like at least 12:30. So but if all these people are unfollowing and blocking me in droves, next thing you know, I probably ain't gonna have no TikTok support of targeted individuals. I thought TikTok was a place where I could be free to be myself, even though the perp, every time if I try to upload videos about my targeting, I get falsely flagged, and my videos get falsely. I get like 4 views, and my videos don't blow up like other supposed targeted individuals. If I might get only 4 views, or the video gets taken down for bullying and harassment, or dangerous activity, or harassing a protected group of people, or abusive behavior, or integrity and authenticity. So I mean, I can't even. I mean, when I saw somebody, tell me in the DMs to, you know, ignore or whatever, I'm like, but you ain't following your own advice. A lot of y'all tell me to shut up and ignore the perps, and y'all don't even follow your own advice. And then, it's easier for you to tell someone else, ignore the perps, but the gang stalking, it would get to you and you get frustrated too. We all have our days. So so then if you get frustrated at things that they do, but then you huddle together. If you're supposed to be a real TI, you tell me to ignore the perps, and if I have an argument with you about something, because I don't want you trying to order me around and tell me what to do, then all of a sudden, because you trying to be bossy and controlling, then you think you're punishing me by trying to gather with the regular perps and the popular fakes who and then have all y'all huddle together and slander me and talk about me being such a vile and horrible person, and make it like as if, oh, I regret telling her she's a chosen one. Or about one of the biggest regrets in my life is telling her that she's a beautiful soul or a pure soul. Oh no, I have a change of heart. Oh, Candy showed her true colors. Oh, she's so dirty and disgusting, and and it's like, why y'all feel like y'all gotta go out of y'all way to be extra, outdo what the regular perps do, and be extra abusive? Because the main ones telling me to ignore the perps, y'all be on some perp shit too. And y'all be the popular fakes. As I said, the popular fakes, they changed their narrative once the what started in the beginning of 2020. So, because the way TikTok had been for the past couple of months, reminded me of how YouTube used to be in 2019, with there being an explosion and everybody exposing their gang stalking and being outspoken and vocal and showing everything. Now TikTok starting to be on the TikTok TI community start. Well, I'm like, wow, that went down really quick. The so-called TI community on TikTok, they be now they on some fake shit now, and so and then when I try to search gang stalking or targeted individuals, it seemed like it'd be the same few people at the top. The same few people who got all their videos up at the top. So, I have gained, a nice bit more TikTok followers, but it's like I'm worried about the idea of, that I'm losing support in what I thought was the TI community over there. And it makes me, and it seems like, does nobody talk about targeting anymore, or does nobody want to talk about the targeting anymore? And with the sex trafficking perps that be trying to get you to sell out, they make it like as if you're a silly fool for running around filming and recording people and exposing the gang stalking being done to you. And they make like you're a crazy, silly fool for showing footage of your targeting. And then they be like, well, are you going to sit here and be this way for the rest of your life? A lot of people did stop filming and recording the perps. And, once you get quiet, that means you sold out and started doing their dirty deeds. So you pretend you're sold out and pretend you're still part of the TI community. While, some people like Ronald Soriano and also what's that guy's name? Gang stalking simulation. I never did it. I never did them anything. And so they got people who really are playing both sides. Like you act like you can't handle, like you're suffering, like you're talking about how the torture is unbearable, but at the same time behind closed doors you're perping the shit out of people. So if Ronald Soriano don't like me, or if he got something bad to say about me, then why he subscribed to my YouTube channels and why he be trying to comment? And he be saying perp shit towards me and about me behind my back too. But then he comments on other supposed targets. He'll make it like as if he can't handle the torture. And it's like, well, it's mighty funny that you can't handle the same torture that other people are doing to you. You the same torture you're doing to me, you can't handle it being done to you. And then you hide behind quoting Bible scriptures. That's mind-boggling. If you got footage of yourself being targeted and you say you're Christian, but then you perping people behind closed doors, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, make that make sense. And the fake TI perps, if they sold out in one of the popular fakes, and after I exposed the secret fuck shit they do behind closed doors, calling me, you say you're a targeted individual, but you calling me schizophrenic behind closed doors and slandering me and saying that I need medication and stuff like that. And then when I do a video exposing the truth about your abuse, y'all play victim and cry and say, oh, she threw me under the bus. Oh, she threw me under the bus. Or they'll try to manipulate and scare and use God. Because you've been exposed as a perp, so now you want to run to God and pretend that you're God's people, and falsely accuse me of slandering God's people and try to manipulate me and try to be like, well, God sits high and looks low, and he sees all that you're doing dirty or whatever. But no, he sees you trying to perp somebody. Just thinking that if you perp me, then it's supposed to make your target you, because they lied to you and tell you that your targeting would be less severe. But I feel like if people should expose gang stalking at have the freedom to expose gang stalking at their own discretion. If you want to feel free to expose the gang stalking, you should have that right, the First Amendment free speech right to do so. And you shouldn't have the authority to coercively muzzle another target or try to make them shut up or make them stop doing videos. If I'm doing the same thing that other targets are doing and y'all want to criminalize me for that. If I'm doing the same thing you're doing, why don't you get mad at yourself? Who am I looking stupid in front of? If I'm not looking stupid in front of God, then why the hell should I be scared of looking stupid in front of people who are lower than God? And the same person who tried to tell me last night about ignoring the perps, she told me earlier that you should empty out your mind and meditate. That's new age. That new age yoga and meditation, that's a fake light form of devil worship, which how people talk about white witchcraft and dark witchcraft or light. They try to make it like as if a false light, that evil pretending to be good. So people say meditate on the word of God means like think heavy on the word of God and think about it. But the new age meditation, they want you to block your mind out and allow demons in or something like that. So it's like, well, a lot of y'all who claim to be God's chosen or empowered individuals, y'all be trying to mix Christianity and witchcraft and be talking about karma and all that. That's new age. So y'all can promote and glorify new age while think that you can outdo me on who can be a better Christian and act like salvation is a competition. And y'all think that y'all can glorify yourselves as more mature with common sense. So but anyway, so I woke up this morning at 11:47 a.m. No, I'm sorry. No, it was this afternoon at 1:47 p.m. So I not long ago woke up. It was 1:47 p.m. So it's a Sunday. No reason in hell should people be blasting loud music at near my house at some 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. And they just started doing that, and it seemed like as if they're aggressively trying to manipulate me to have to get out of my bed and go outside and put their asses on film. And when I do try to put them on film, those cowards hurry up and drive off. For y'all, and then for y'all to say, well, y'all think that I deserve to be punished with more harassment. That I deserve to have more harassment as punishment for not ignoring. While y'all have y'all moments where y'all get frustrated about what the perps do. So, all last night and all morning long, I heard multiple perps blasting loud music. So, for this to be a small town, this seems like a dangerous neighborhood or a dangerous area. It doesn't look, it looks spooky at night. It doesn't even look safe at night. Excuse me. So, so yeah, I think I was up at 6, almost 7 o'clock this morning because I used the bathroom and I looked at my phone and it said 6:52 and 6:52 a.m. and then I went back to sleep. So when I was asleep this morning sometime, I had a nightmare, a bad dream, and I think it was dreaming. I had some other bad dreams and stuff too, but one of the bad dreams was towards the end of the dream. That I felt really ill. I got really sick and passed out, or fell on the floor and couldn't call for help. And then I woke up spooked and scared. So I do worry that I get scared wondering if I'm messing myself up because I can't get freaking spray bottles to get. I can't. I mean, I'm sitting here feeling like this new Family Dollar Tree. I wish that they would hurry up and open. So with that being a brand new store, I feel like, you know, hopefully I feel like they will have to have some spray bottles or something. But Dollar General is trash and full of shit. But but now my funds are low. But as I said, I need a few. I don't have a way to get. I have like, I'm trying to get a few more spray bottles so that I can spray around the house rather than using you know, I don't know. Maybe I might have to do things differently because I'm really worried about with the essential oils and stuff. Maybe my fear about the essential oils probably prompted that bad dream that I had, or scared me, But I'm sitting here just trying to battle and get rid of pests. And last night I was up fighting and trying to kill pests. So I can't even get spray bottles. I can't even travel out into the city and trying to travel out into the city and get transportation and get certain things that I need. So it was almost 2 weeks ago when I tried to call for the transportation. I'm like, this is some wild shit. And then I had to wait all this time and still couldn't get no still couldn't even get the transportation to get what I needed to get. So I've seen, I think it was on TikTok, certain people who would be homeless or disabled, or if they're struggling and they have an Amazon wish list. They have an Amazon wish list for if people wanted to volunteer and buy certain items of necessities that they need and stuff. So in the middle of the night, last night, um, I have one more item. I was trying to figure out 10 items that I always need that's difficult for me to get. So if any of my the few little supportive subscribers, wanted to send me certain things, and they might be like, "Oh, that's foolishness. Why don't you just go buy soap at the grocery store?" Well, there's specific kind of soap that I use that I can't find at the grocery store. The Kirk soap, they stopped selling it publicly for some reason. They used to sell it at Family Dollar. They used to sell it at Walmart. And in the Publix, at the Pensacola Publix, they would sell it there at the Kirk's Castile soap. So I've been using that soap for years, long before I became homeless. So online strangers think they got the authority to try to dictate or control what soap I use or what food I should eat and stuff like that. So as I said, stuff that's, since I'm staying here and my finances are very low, me having certain things that I need, like my Amazing Grass, I think I've been taking that stuff since 2012 or 2013. Me living here, I don't have easy access to go and buy that stuff. Walmart, they used to sell it, but they don't sell it no more. Fake Walmart, yeah, they used to sell it, but not anymore. The bentonite clay, I have to get it online. Because the targeted individual community, a lot of them say that they use clay for detoxing the nano and whatever else, if they being poisoned and gassed and Hitlerized. So yeah, if I had a spray bottle, and I mean, I do have another spray bottle, but the spray pump doesn't work. And the other spray bottle I had, it broke. So so I mean, yeah, I'm sitting here scared because I feel like as if I'm maybe using too much or breathing too much in of the peppermint essential oil, calling myself trying to get rid of and I think I'm using it wrong, but I'm urging for a way to get a spray bottle so that I can distribute it evenly and more properly. Because I used to use it back then, and that's what I used to do, put it in a spray bottle, and if I can get my ass over to fake Walmart and get me like 2 or 3 cheap dollar spray bottles, I just need to get over there. And then